Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It's Friday! Yay! Yay! Did I forget to turn the light on? Yes, I did. 1 second. I always forget to turn lights on. There we go. Oh my God, it is Friday. It has been a bit of a mess of a day. Unfortunately, I got a headache. So we'll see how the stream goes today. Was not the greatest morning. You know, you wake up and you have one of those mornings where you're like, I don't think I'm sick, but I might be coming down with something, but I don't feel great, but I don't feel like so bad that I'm gonna be sick, right? You know, those mornings where you wake up and you're like, I'm not sick. I don't feel great, but I don't feel sick enough to be sick. But I'm like, that's today. That's today. Borked. Yeah, it's borked. It no work. So today is going to be a bit of a... I've done some troubleshooting off stream, but I figure apes together strong. Since we have multitudes of people in the audience, and some of them know more about the beeps and the boops than me, we're going to see if we can kind of figure out what's wrong with the printer. I kind of know what's wrong with the printer. I've done some deep troubleshooting. I've consulted the Oracle at Delphi. I've traveled to the top of the mountain and spoken with the wise men. And my belief, based on empirical evidence and years of scientific study, it's a FISEC, so the electronics crapped out. That is kind of my thinking. And unfortunately, it has led to this. And not just this. Let me go get the other piece, because I think I left it over here somewhere. I did. So, what was it? On the Tuesday stream there? I think it was the Tuesday stream. Oh, great. I knocked a bunch of stuff over. Whatever. On the Tuesday stream, we were printing, we started this big print for the astromech that I want to build. And guess what? That night, it threw an MCU timeout error. It's Clipper, you know, sometimes you just get a bad cable and it errors out. This was the first time I've ever had an MCU timeout error, or MCU timeout. I can't remember the exact error. You know what the error I'm talking about, right? Anyone who's used Clipper, timing error, whatever. So it errored out. And I was like, shit, that's the first time that's happened on this machine. I got like 500 hours of print time on it. First time that's happened. So I was like, crap. There goes this much beautiful POLYMAKER CF PETG in the bin. By the way, this material, the CF PETG from POLYMAKER, this shit's rock solid. I love this material. It's like, I can break these cuffs. This shit's strong. I love this stuff. Anyways, so it's a good material for the astromech. Anyways, long story short, so I'm like, shit. So I opened it up, I checked all the connections, I reseated all the bits and bobs that talk to each other, and then I started printing the other part. So I'm like, okay, you know what, I'll reslice it, just in case there was like some random bit flip, whatever, with the G-code. I deleted all the G-code off the machine, all the saved G-code. I sliced a new file. This was the, this is the bottom of the 6 astromech parts. So I started printing this, and then while this was printing, I kept losing connection to the printer. So I'm up in my room, in my computer room, and I'm watching, you know, the Clipper screen, and it would just reconnect, and then it would reconnect, and then it would reconnect, and I'm like, okay, maybe the Wi-Fi is crapping out or something, and then I woke up and it was dead. The printer will not power. It will power on. But it will not boot up. It will either not connect to the scanner. Sometimes it won't connect to the MCU. It is, something is le effort. And then when you do the UID search, nothing shows up. So I've reached out to our good friends over at the tech of Big Tree, and they're going to hook a brother up, and they are going to provide a Kraken, the EBB36 Gen 2, a new screen, and maybe some other goodies along with it. So we're going to basically rip out all the electronics in the Venture XL, including the tool head. We are going to replace the tool head with an A4T tool head. Sorry, Jason, LDO Jason, I'm going to steal some of the parts from the Stealth Changer kit so I can build an A4T tool head. And then we're going to go with an off-the-shelf extruder. Essentially, I'm going to steal one of the tool heads from we're probably going to go, maybe the Galileo 2? Or maybe, no, you know what? We're going to go with the Orbiter. We're going to go with the Orbiter. We're going to go with the Orbiter. Orbiter, A4T, Orbiter 2.5, A4T tool head, mini tube. We're going to go with an umbilical instead of the drag chains. We're going to do a all once over of this machine because I need to get this machine up and running. Because I need it up and running to print stuff for the Astromech. I literally don't have a machine big enough to print it other than this one. So I'm on MCU 3 on my Venture, going to be gutting all the yeah. So that will be, hey, on the bright side, content. On the downside, I'm really pissed that I have to do this. This is the second time I've built a machine, a FiSec kit, and the first one I built was a couple of years ago on the channel. It was a Trident, and basically the exact same thing. I had constant issues with the electronics until I replaced all the electronics. The Pi 2, yeah, everything's getting gutted. All the electronics, other than like the power supplies will stay. Obviously, like the motors and shit, that's all staying. But the actual like think electronics, yeah, that's all getting gutted. Printing parts for my T3 at the moment, said the XL. Yeah, I'm peeved. I'm peeved. We got the dome. I mean, to be fair, working on the dome will take a while. I can print parts for the dome. Like I can print the giblets for the dome right now. Till the power went out. All my printers, the lights are off. I don't trust FiSec control board. Yeah, so what we might do today, what I'm thinking to do, the first thing you're gonna do, enter for your chance to win some POLYMAKER filament. Every stream, we give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out some of the links in the description. Some of them, like the Gamer Subs link, use code Canuck, save some money. Along with the Gloop link, and then also Luke's Lab. I need to put it in my little block of affiliate links. Luke's Lab, use code Canuck, save some 5% as well. I'm still worried about my FiSec V2 after 800. I keep seeing this happen to people. Here's the thing, Muzen. This is like the worst kind of fail scenario. It'll work great until it doesn't. That's my problem. It works great until it doesn't, and that sucks. That's the downside. Let's get I should probably charge this for a little bit. Where's my power cable? Power cable, I need to charge you. I need to charge you. Are you plugged in? Yeah, charge that for a bit. There we go. I also picked up some acetone and some spot putty, so I might work on the helmet for a bit. Andrew Rogers, 99, cheers and appreciated for the Fixie the Thingy Fun. Yep, so the plan is today, we're going to take a look at the FiSec kit at the Venture XL and see if there's any sort of anything obvious that we can figure out. I did give it a quick little once over, just kind of like, you know, check all the connectors, check everything. But today we're kind of going to do a sanity check of it, just to make sure that it is indeed kaput. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a sanity check, make sure that it is indeed kaput. And if it is, we will, as the famous warrior Doom guy once said, we shall rip and tear. That's why I'm wearing my rip and tear shirt, because it's heavy equipment operating, right? I need to get a wider angle. I need to get a new camera for out over this side. We need a workshop camera for this side of the garage, because I use this camera and it's not. I need a wider angle. Also, you can see, look, it's green. I've been spending some time out in the garage, like cleaning up and moving stuff around and reorganizing. And since I'm moving all this stuff, I took a chance, or I took the opportunity to take down the bunch of random tarps and crap that I had left over from construction, to build a proper wall to separate the two areas. So this is heavy cotton or heavy canvas, and then I actually have moving blankets behind it for insulation. So when winter comes, it shouldn't be too, it should be able to separate the two sides of the garage a little bit better. That's kind of the idea, hopefully. The only FireZac kit I have is a V0. I voluntarily replaced the electronics with no particular. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is the second time. This is the second time this has happened with FireZac, and I'll be honest. The hardware on this machine, I have no problems with so far. The beds have been fine. The rails have been fine. The frame is really nice. And actually, right now, the Venture XL is on sale, I believe. I don't have an affiliate link with FireZac. But I mean, for $2,000 US, for a kit to build a 600 millimeter cube printer, that ain't bad. At this point, though, I wish they offered like a $15.99 kit that was hardware only and you sourced your own electronics. Like, the fact that this was a day-and-a-half print. This was a day-and-a-half print with a 0.6 nozzle. Now, granted, I did swap out the hot end. It does have a micro tube in it, or chibi tube. But this is 2.5 kilograms of CF PETG printed in a day-and-a-half. Like, it prints good. It prints good when it works. And the problem is it's not working. That is the problem. So I'm a little peeved at that. Let me get the mobile chat working here. Come on. Where am I? I hate how hard it is to find your own stream on here. Oh, we got 2 ads. We got to make our 3 cents, guys. We got to make our 3 cents. There we go. There we go. Got to make my money. Make my money. Skip. There we go. Okay. Live chat. There we go. Top messages. How do you change it from top messages to live chat? There we go. All messages. There we go. Okay. So we're good. I got chat. We can go to the other side. So, I need to get a camera with a wider angle lens for over here. That's for sure. Because this is, unfortunately, not wide enough. So here's the idea. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can zoom this out anymore. I can zoom in, but I can't zoom out. What is the zoom lens anyways? 32x zoom, 2.8 to 89.6. Oh, okay, it's approximately a 43 millimeter lens right now. Yeah, that's why. Okay, so let's get this powered up. And I'll show you what's going on here. So we'll start going through. I'm already out of room. I moved everything around to have room, and I'm already out of room. Get the power cable. By the way, I found a pedestal grinder. I didn't know I owned a pedestal grinder, but I have a pedestal grinders. So put the power in. And I do love when you power this thing up, how chunky the power up is. Like it does make a thunk noise when you power it up. I just really don't like the fact that it's not working. That is the annoying part. So the K7 boots up. Go over here. So let's let it boot up and see what we get. Off to lunch, you get info. Ooh, I'm doing Chinese tonight too. Okay, so printer is ready, or is not ready. Clippy host software is attempting to connect. Now it does flash like unable to speak to Moonraker or something when it does this too. Installing Leviathan, Nighthawk, and Beacon in your Venture. Nice. I would go with Leviathan and everything, but Big Tree Tech, I wanted to try out the new EBB 36. Because at Gen 2, I just did the video with them. And then So I reached out to them and they're like, yeah, we'll hook you up with a bunch of stuff. So I'm like, sweet. I think the Kraken thematically fits a little better on this machine because I do have 48 volts. So I'll be able to run 48 volts to it. So that'll be nice. So yeah, as you can see, it's doing this. So let me go over here. I'm not seeing any light up on the beacon. The beacon should have an LED on it, right? And I'm not getting any LEDs on the beacon. Maybe just the beacon died. Maybe it's just the scanner. MCU scanner unable to connect. Where is scanner? So, yeah, because if you do devices, they're all on CAN 2. It's not showing anything. So it's not showing any of the devices. So it's not showing the MCU. It's not showing the scanner. It's not showing anything. Let's see here. Yeah, firmware, okay, has encountered an error, firmware restart scanner. So with the beacon, you're supposed to have a little LED light up on it, right? And I'm not seeing any LED, but does it light up when it's in, like, does it need to boot up before it lights up, or does it always light up? Because we're not getting any lights on that. Let's see. I'm getting, ooh, that might not be good. That might not be good. 1 second here. Let's see what we got here. Is that power you off? Okay, so the 3.3 volt LED is lighting up on this. But shouldn't there be more LEDs on this other than 3.3 volts? That is confusing. That is confusing. That scanner does not work after Clipper has attempted to start until the MCU resets. Okay, so check all the connections. Beacon lights up when it's near metal. Yeah. Just sent you the timeout that fixed. Okay, so let me see here what I was just sent. Okay. So idle timeout 2000. So add idle timeout. Oh, here, let me turn the printer back on. Because if I can get this kind of working enough that I can print with it, I'll be kind of happy with it. Because, like, if I can get it working enough that it'll work and just go, you know what, I'll swap it out when new stuff comes in, I'll be happy with that. I'd rather not trust it, but if it's like, oh, hey, idle timeout, yeah. Like, I can add, I'll add it. Is what idle timeout 2000. So, timeout. Don't think that'll work. So I'm wondering if the scanner up and died. Who sells beacons in Canada? Who sells beacons in Canada? I mean, I have a beacon in the Venture XL, or in the VZBot I can borrow for now. I also have a beacon in here. but this one I want to keep because that's that guy. Comment out the scanner section. I could do that. Just change to 2000. It is set to 2000. I can't do tap. It's not a tap carriage. North print 3D. Does North print? North. It's in accessories, electronics, tool boards, wiring. On accessories. Beacon. They do have beacons in stock. Low profile. They do have it in stock. Do I want the low profile or the normal? I guess it doesn't really matter for this use case. $109. Damn. Damn, Canada. Damn, Canada. Yeah. So yeah, MCU scanner unable to connect. Okay, so let's comment out the whole scanner section. By the way, I did back off. I did okay. Beacon is USB only. You have cartographer. Unknown config object scanner. Huh? Did the CAN cable break in the chain? I hope not. I don't have a backup. I mean, like, I don't have a backup cable. Let's double check. Because usually if the cable breaks, there usually is a, like, it'll kind of work, then not work, work, then not work, depending on position. I don't really see anything broken. 24 volts. How do I have a spider web in here already? God damn it. I got a spider living in my electronics box. Freaking hell. 24 volt, 3.3 volt, 5 volt regulator. Those are all working. The only LED I'm getting on the tool head is the 3.3 volt LED. Should I be getting more than the 3.3 volt? I can't remember if there should be a 5 volt regulator on here too. Because I'm not getting anything lighting up on the cartographer on this. That's a bit annoying. That is a bit annoying. Yes, red light. Okay, because right now, let's see here. I will show you. Let's see here. About to get the multimeter. Yep. So right now, this is all I'm seeing on the toolhead board. I've got one light right here for 3.3 volt. Now, where is the other LED? There's a hub. That's a resistor. Where is the other LED? Well, it's getting power. There's power going to the toolhead board. I mean, there's an LED here. I'm just wondering what is kaput. That is the question. What part is kaput? Like, I'm about to start ripping stuff off the toolhead here. I'm just trying to think. Hey, Tafox. Yeah, let me go grab my multimeter. I think I have it downstairs. My multimeter downstairs? I think it's downstairs. Yeah, it's downstairs. Let me go grab my multimeter. 1 second. IO2 fuse looks burnt. Where's that at? Where's the IO2 fuse? That's just a jumper. That's the only light? Okay, so that should be okay. What IO2 fuse? I don't see any fuses. Can you check? I can't check the tool head in another printer because it's the only tool head of this type that I have. It's the only tool head of this type I have. It's not like it's a Nighthawk where I have extra Nighthawks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disassemble the tool head and I'm gonna start checking all the connections. That's like the only thing I can think of is we're gonna take apart the tool head and I'm gonna double check all the connections on that board. That's like the only thing I can kind of think of right now. Because here's the thing. It was working fine, and now it won't boot up at all. So obviously something went that's causing it to not boot up at all anymore. So obviously something went. The question is what went? Nope, nope, nope. Come on, crappy Samsung tablet. There we go. Get the multimeter out, check the cable end to end. I will. I don't think it's the cable. I'll be honest. I don't think it's the cable. Okay, well, here, you know what? If you guys want me to check the 24 volt, I'll check the 24 volt. Also, can somebody pull up what the clipper command is for the, when I SSH into it to check the UUIDs? I'm gonna go grab my multimeter. 1 second. 1 second. Where is my multimeter? I think I'd have it down here with the robot. Multimeter, there we go. Okay. Okay, DC voltage. Yeah, I'm getting 24 volts. I'm getting 24 volts. I'm getting a solid, healthy 24 volts. So it's not that. Okay. What exactly failed? Well, we're trying to see. Shoot, what is the login info again? Is it FISAC? Is it FISAC? I can't remember what it is. Okay, there we go. Clippy bin that. Okay. So the fact that no UUIDs are showing up at all is kind of letting me think that, so the way this printer works, let me grab some high-tech graphing program here. Okay. So here's how this printer works, okay? You have the screen here, okay? And then you have your tool head board here. Ooh, no. Okay, so you got your tool head board. Then you have your MCU, your controller, and then you have your screen, okay? So, screen, controller, tool head board. Okay, there we go, okay? Simple, simple, okay. So how this works is the screen has our Linux SoC in it. Okay, so the screen has our Linux SoC in it. Okay, so the screen has whatever our Linux equivalent is. That connects to the controller via a ribbon cable. Okay, so we have a ribbon cable that connects these two. And then this has our controls for our motion system, the MCU that controls the stepper motors for X, Y, Z, for the beds, all that jazz. Hey, Steve. And then we have a CAN bus cable that connects this to the tool head board. And then the tool head board connects to our scanner. Oop. Here. And then we have our scanner, okay? So right now it's not seeing this, but it's because this is like the first thing it looks for, because I'm pretty sure it goes through it like by list. Because I think it just goes down the list. And I think like the first thing it tries to connect to is the scanner, because in the printer.cfg, the scanner shows up first. So you have your scanner is the first thing that it sees. So I'm wondering if I take the scanner section here, Control copy, delete, 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 and I put that under the MCU section, save and restart. I'm wondering if MCU will not show up first. So we'll see here in a second. Because right now, when I search for the UIDs, nothing is showing up. Instructions in Discord, disable clipper, full power cycle, all electronics, and run the scanner command. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, assuming you have catapult, sudo that clipper, full power cycle the whole printer, run that, run that. Okay, so let's just see what it shows here. Can I put the Clippy log in Discord? I can. I just want to see if my little, because what I'm worried about is either something is wrong with the screen or something is wrong with the controller, because everything has to go through the controller that then goes to the screen where the Linux SoC is. Okay, so what I'm worried about is something here or here is borked that is preventing everything downrange. So it could be the controller on here that takes all the CAN bus signals and then sends it over to the Linux thing is dead, or it could be something on the Linux SoC or screen that's dead. Have I tried asking it? No, we don't ask clankers. I have something better than clankers. I have you. Everyone here right now, you are better than a robot. It is really taking its time. Yeah, MCU scanner. It's still saying scanner. Okay, so I'm going to try this command that a random person sent me. Okay, so I do have catapult installed, I do believe. Okay, full power cycle the whole printer. Off. Wait for that all to turn off. I like to move it, move it. Turn that all back on. Why do I have washers in my pocket? Why, yes, I do have washers in my pocket, and I am happy to see you. It's CAN bus. Does the electronic door? Oh yeah, it stays closed. There's a little latch. I just haven't unlatched right now. Okay. Okay, so we're back. So Python catapult tool. Oh, query complete. Sudo. Okay. Oh. Up. Bip. 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 We got a camera. I don't think we had the camera before. Yeah, it's only seeing 2 UIDs. What's going on here? (4022) and F285. 4022. So it's still not seeing the scanner. Still not seeing this. The scanner's not showing up. Product in Dad's Garage. I haven't changed anything. Here's the thing. This has been working. It's been working for 500 hours, and now all of a sudden it's not working. That's that. I haven't changed anything. That's what I'm worried about. I haven't changed anything. It's been fine, and now it's not fine. That is the question. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I'm just waiting for confirmation here, and then we're going to pull the carto off the machine. I'm going to clean it up, put it back together. Yeah, sorry, Project Static Garage. Yeah, everything was working, and now it's not working. That is the question. Should have got a bamboo. I have bamboos. Okay, so let's rip this tool head off and double check all our connectors and everything. Let's try that. Okay, so turn the printer off. Okay. I heard the cartographer needs a stronger CPU than a Raspberry Pi. But here's the thing, it's not talking. Like, I could see if it was being, you know, throwing errors during operation or something, but it's not. It's just not even booting up. And the thing is, it worked before. And then I didn't do any changes, and now it's not working. So that is what's worried me, is that it worked, and now it's not. And I haven't done anything. That is what concerns me. Okay. So take that off. Oop. So we got our door there. Take you off. Oh, it doesn't help. I have filament in here. I don't think I can pull that out. Yeah, that's kind of stuck in there. 1 second. Go. So, cartographer is plugged in. Ooh, it is messy. You know what? I'm going to take the cartographer off if I can, and we're going to try and clean it up. We're going to, let me go grab my stuff. Let me go grab my screwdriver set. Let's take this completely apart. Let's just take it right apart. Worst case, it's better to have it apart and then put it back together and have it work than it not work. There we go. Okay. The mini tube is pulling. Oh, dang it. I left the screwdriver downstairs. 1 second. There we go. Rushing to try and get the video for this weekend finished, and then I realized there's really no point in rushing because it's got an ad read spot in it, and the ad read spot requires approval, and I don't know if I'd get it this weekend. So unfortunately, there won't be a video this weekend on the channel, but hopefully Monday or Tuesday, you'll get a video. Okay, so let's unplug you. And unplug you. So all this needs to get out of the way. So there's our mini tube out. Yeah, that is hard to get at. How do you get at the cartographer? Okay. Okay, that's unplugged. Cut the zip tie. We're gonna clean this up. This thing is disgusting. It's really annoying that I can't raise the bed. Wait, why can't I unscrew you? Okay. I really wish, I gotta do some digging. I might have a spare beacon somewhere. I gotta look. Or it might be a spare cartographer. I gotta look. I think I have a piece of plastic or something stuck in this. Ah, this is annoying. I hate that I don't have room to do this in. Okay, let's see. Like, I'm tempted to just steal the beacon off another printer right now. Like, if the issue is the beacon itself or the probe itself, I'm tempted to just, you know, a printer that, you know, steal the one off of the VZ bot or something for now. Get this up and operational, and then put it back later. I'd rather it. Then again, it could be the toolhead board broken, and it could be the connection from the toolhead board to this that's broken. This is really annoying to do. Do I have a bit that'll fit in this? There we go. Oh my God, this is super annoying. Hopefully I'm on the right camera. Can you guys see my torturous existence right now? Okay. There's our probe. It's a little dirty. We're gonna clean it. We're gonna clean it. Been in there. The tube has been in there for a bit. Okay. It's been there for a week or so. So there it is. It's kind of dirty. Let's get some brushy and clean it off. I should wear some gloves for this, but I don't have gloves. So. Dip it to ISO. Like, I don't see anything on it that could be damaged. Like, the cable's healthy. Got no broken wires. Everything looks pretty healthy there. Like, I'm not seeing anything borked on it. I'm not seeing any broken components or anything. All seems pretty healthy. Let me see if I have a backup. Could have sworn I had a backup somewhere, like an extra. Somewhere. I just don't know where. I might just steal the one out of the VZBot for now. The VZBot I'm not using a bunch right now. Yeah, I might just steal the one out of the VZBot. Because this is a... That's a beacon. The VZBot has a beacon. I'm about to steal the beacon out of the VZBot. Will anyone complain if I steal the beacon out of the VZBot? Yeah, we're stealing the beacon out of the VZBot. Here's the thing, I don't even know if this will work. That's the thing, like, I don't even know if this will work. Like, I can steal it out, but if the issue is not the probe related, system info, where's my VZBot? VZBot 330, there you are. Copy, paste and go. Download. Home all. Can the beacon connect to the toolhead board? The toolhead board can do both, I believe. It can do, there's a switch that can do both, I think. Oh wait, shoot, maybe it can't, shit. Can the beacon do CAN, or is the beacon USB only? Because I think there's a switch on the toolhead board. SB combo V2. Yeah, I think I can, there's a switch. Because it's a USB or CAN, and there's a switch. But the question is, if can... Because there's like a switch on the back to switch it between CAN and USB. Say not found. Damn it. Can it, yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Can it do USB and CAN? That's the question. Breakout board is wired to CAN. Yeah, but I'm wondering if it, where is, so it's got USB and CAN, onboard TMC, provides communication, modes CAN bus and USB. So onboard USB hub, be used to connect IDM scanner level. Yeah. So on the back, there's a USB that you can also switch to CAN mode. But the fact that you can switch this right here, can you like have this USB and then talk over CAN? Like the fact that there's switches for both leads me to believe that it can be like CAN probe, USB talking, or USB probe, CAN to the toolhead. Yeah, so then what would be, like, it's either, like, if it was all USB only or CAN only, why would there be two switches? What would be the point of having two switches? If you couldn't do individually each one, right? Does that make sense? Where's the manual? Search. Config. Make all peripheral. Shit. If it's CAN only, then do not use the cables. Okay. It's 2 communication camera. The onboard USB hub has 3 USB interfaces which we can use to connect scanning level. And connect. Yeah. So, like onboard CAN USB switch, onboard. Onboard USB hub. That's the thing. Oh man, this is annoying. Do I have an extra cartographer probe? I know I do, I just don't know where I put it. I have an extra cartographer probe, I just don't know where I put it. I might have thrown it out because it was being funky. I remember it being funky. I might have chucked it. It's not in any of my bins of extra electronic stuff that I keep over here. Shit. Why do I have an extra FreeSky receiver? Ooh. 0.6 plated copper plastic glide nozzle. Fancy. Yeah, I got a feeling, shoot. This is gonna be annoying. Check if it boots. I think we've tried booting it without cartographer and it didn't work. Plug it in. Well, here, let's plug it in, see what we get. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's plug you in. Oh man, this is annoying. Come on. Okay, that's plugged in. So obviously we don't have a thermistor, so it's going to throw some thermistor error, but I'm seeing no lights on this at all. I'm seeing no lights on this at all. Where's my micrometer? Or my micrometer, my... ground. Get him 5 volts. Get him 5 volts. I'm not seeing any lights on this at all. And it's, you know, not reacting to metal at all. That's not good. So that ain't working, and its clipper's attempting to start. Yeah, it could just be like we're getting no LEDs on it at all. Check the ground on the main PCB. You mean, like, what do you mean the main PCB? Like, I checked 5 volts to ground and I'm getting 5 volts. Like, I put negative in the ground and 5 volt in the 5 volt and I'm getting 5 volts. Did I hit a switch on the back of this stupid thing? I mean, yeah, both switches are up. Yeah, it should turn blue, and it was turning blue before, and now it's not reacting at all. So that makes me believe that probe is dead. And unfortunately, I don't have a spare cartographer I can drop in. I've got beacons, but beacons are USB only. And I don't have just like a spare cartographer. Oh, hey look, a spare cartographer. So, let's turn this off. Unplug that. Plug this in. Oh, we're getting a blue LED. We're getting a blue LED on that guy. RJ, it all worked. Everything worked, and then it stopped working. That's what I'm worried about. It all worked, and then it stopped working. Yeah, we might have to set up the new cartographer. So I gotta get the UUIDs. Because I'm assuming the UUID would be different. Because obviously this is gonna be a different cartographer. So it's probably gonna still do this error. So how do I, okay, so if I do this again, let's try this again. Okay. Let's try this again. So disable clipper. Okay. Turn this off. Power cycle the printer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the printer back on. That light flashed blue for a second. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're spelling Physec without looking at Physec is annoying. Okay, it's still not seeing it. Still not seeing it. Yeah, where's the switch on the back of this? Because CAN is up for both, and they're both up. Yeah, they're both up for CAN. It has used. How do I flash it? Okay, cartographer, setup. Before we begin, hardware setup, software setup. So where is hardware setup? Mount it. Location. Okay, CAN termination. Currently we advise that the CAN probe is used with Big Tech toolboards. Just do their easy addition or spur. You can install your CAN probe and you add twist the white and yellow wires every 24. Okay, well I haven't done that. We're not going 24. Okay. Files. Okay. CAN termination. We shouldn't. There should be a diode there. I'm pretty sure we have a diode there. So let me double check. Double check the diode. There is a diode there. We're good there. Okay. Okay, where is flashing? Where is flashing? Firmware. There it is. Okay. CAN bus flash. Okay. So I'm pretty sure we have Catapult already installed. Okay. Did you check CAN? Yes, the CAN. It's all the same boards. Remember, guys, for those just joining, everything was working great, and then it stopped working, and it's not detecting the scanner. So right now we're operating on the assumption that the scanner was dead, and I've just put a new probe in. And cartographer, it needs to be, we need to put it in CAN bus. So get your, okay. I don't know which one it is. Yes, we have the resistors installed. How do you find, okay. You know, that ain't gonna work because I got to stop clipper, right? So sudo, how do you stop clipper? What's the command to stop clipper? Sudo service clipper stop. What is it? Try flashing via USB. Well, we're not using USB, we're using CAN. Calibration. Sudo service clipper stop. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Sudo service clipper stop. Okay. So I'm pretty sure it's CAN 2. Okay, so it's not seeing anything. Why is it not seeing any of the UUIDs? Disable clipper, okay. Why is it not showing any of my UUIDs? Yeah, but I have stuff that's also CAN bus. Now power cycle. Oh, because okay, I think I know. Okay, power cycle. Turn that off. Turn that on. Here's the thing. This is the probe that shipped with the printer. Okay? For some reason, I had two probes. I have two cartographer probes. I have one that shipped with the printer. It says CBOR on, or no, correction. The one we're putting in right now was the original one out of here. So this one might, because it's a CBOR cartographer. So it might be flash for USB. So we are gonna probably have to flash it for thing. I'm pretty sure it has a diode on it. Yeah, because that itty bitty diode right there, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the CBOR cartographer. Yeah, it's got the little diode on there. It's all the PCB looks exactly the same. PCB looks exactly the same. It just says CBOR on the top. So we got to switch it from USB mode to CAN bus mode, most likely. So what is the easiest way to do that? Show me some. There, okay, there's the two we have. Okay, there's the two we have. So how do we switch this over? Link in Discord. Okay. So CAN bus flash. Okay, what is required? Cartographer probe. That. Plug the cartographer invite. Do I have to do it via USB? Like, I can't do it. I mean, okay, I guess I got to make a USB plug. I guess I got to butcher up a USB plug. Okay, let's grab this probe and hack up a USB plug. Fun times. Turn that off. Grab the probe. Is this normal JST or is it some stupid random like small style JST? Am I gonna have to like butcher a stupid probe? Can't believe I gotta butcher a USB cable. Problems make good content. You call this good content? Remind me why we use CAN. CAN is better if you have to daisy chain, okay? The moment you have to start adding multiple down the run, CAN starts to make more sense, okay? Please tell me one of these is a 4 plug. No, they're all 3 plugs. Of course they're all 3 plugs. Nope. Nope. I don't have a 4 plug. Okay, I'm gonna have to steal the plug. Shoot. Okay, let me grab a USB cable that I can hack up. Do I have a USB cable I can hack up? USB cable that I can hack up. Where is my shitty USB cables? Shitty USB cables. Come on, there's gotta be one. A USB cable I can hack up? Whatever, you'll work. got enough USB-Cs. Okay, so you're that. Why is every one of these plugs that I need to hack up a 3 plug? I need a 4. Please tell me one of these is 4. 4? One of these better be 4. No. 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 I'm gonna have to like jumper these one at a time. Can I even fit 2 of these on here? No. I don't have a stupid 4-pin small enough connector for this. What the hell? I'm gonna have to steal the cable out of there. Oh my god. I gotta steal. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so cut up a USB cable. Did I cut the right end off? I did. Okay, garbage. You have a glass of Canadian whiskey. I can go for a glass of whiskey right now. Remember, if this is the content for you, consider supporting the channel. Become a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting channel memberships to others. Allow us to keep doing fun stuff like this. Because this is so much fun. Okay, so that's that. Check Discord. You should have this from your C-board kit. Yeah, but I still need to connect this to this board, and also I have no idea where that is. The C-board build was so long ago, everything from that build and a couple other builds got thrown into a box that was left over and thrown in the basement somewhere that I have to go through. So at some point I might find that stuff, but you guys, I'm not gonna go disappear for 20 minutes on a stream to go digging through the box of leftover parts from builds. When instead I can just, you know, make a USB jumper cable. Gergman gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Can you SSH into stuff over USB? Can you use C-board to flash? Well, it's just a cartographer. It's a C-board cartographer, but it's just a cartographer. Like, do I plug this into my computer or do I plug this into the printer? These are the thinnest wires ever. There we go. Okay. So now I got to take this plug apart so that I can reuse it. Where is my tweezers? I think I have tweezers. Dang it, these are not the tweezers I needed. These are not the pokey tweezers. I need the pokey tweezers. Pokey tweezers. What am I looking at chat for? And plug it into the C-board, then try. Well, everything on here, nothing is standard on here. This has been all rebuilt. This has got a tube stuff in it. It's got tube, take off all that. I can't just use the C-board. There's nothing on this that's still C-board in terms of electronics. I mean, under the hood, it's all been gutted and replaced. The tool head is all replaced and everything's replaced on here. So, like, it's running a cartographer probe. It's running cartographer with a takeoff tool head, and it's all with a Jupiter tool head board. None of this is original. This is like any other printer. This is the same as like the Venture right now. Yeah, no, it's not stock. Okay, so now I gotta unplug this cable. So let me take a picture so I can put it all back together the right way. Okay. Okay, so now make up USB-A to JST-PH. Okay, so let me just double check. So 5 volt on that side, ground on the other. Okay. So where's my 5 volt. White wire. Green. And ground. There we go. Okay. Yeah, why don't you want to? Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Why don't you want to go in? Did I crimp it? I used the right connectors. These are the right connectors. This doesn't want to. Okay, what the hell's going on here? Get in your connector. Okay. What the heck's going on? Oh wait, did I put these in backwards? I put these in backwards. Fun fact, plugs work better when you put them in the right way. I'm an idiot. Oh wow, that looks so much better. Okay. This better work. Watch, we're doing all this and it doesn't even work. That's that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you order that, okay, what is required? That. Okay, using the script below, you may need to install prerequisites options. Okay, so I'm assuming I plug this into the 3D printer in a USB port. So let's go do that. So plug this into a USB port on the printer. Do I have a USB port on the printer I can use? I do. I have one right there. Okay. Okay, so that's plugged into the printer. Turn the printer on. Probe works. Okay, so it's wired up correctly. Okay. Now we'll wait for this to boot up. Okay. Okay. Where's install prerequisites? Yeah, what is it? LS. What does it show up as a cartographer? There's the CAN adapter. There's the webcam. I thought I had Catapult installed on this printer. Where is install prerequisites? Why would you not have a link to have prerequisites? Like, why would you not have a freaking link to the prerequisites here? It's like, okay. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, because when I run this script, nothing fucking happens. That's 0. Yeah, like, okay, how do I get the firmware? Do I need to be... Like, is there a CD cartographer? I know I can't find the script, but it's like, oh, you need to install prerequisites. Okay, where are they? Why would you not have a freaking link here to go to bring me to the prerequisites? Because it's like, okay, we're trying to do the USB method. We're updating. Catapult, USB flash. Like, where is the prereqs? Earlier in the manual. Okay, but does anyone have a link to it? I don't want to be digging through this entire manual trying to find it. Pretty sure I put cartographer on this printer. Yeah, we're not even talking to Moonraker right now. Moonraker can't connect to Clipper. Oh, yeah, because I have it off. Cartographer. Moonraker. You have CHOW installed? I can't remember what we installed. Okay, so how do I install this? Like, I have cartographer installed. This is so annoying. If you go to the cartographer folder where the script was, it should be. Run pip install. Okay, but I don't even know where the cartographer probe, like where it's installed. Okay. You know what? We're going to do it this way. Like, it's installed. It's in USB mode. It's right there. Okay, I want to switch it. I go to your manual, USB to CAN bus, and I try to run the script and it's not happening. So, how do I get this? Where do I install? Where is this at? LS. CD that folder. What am I looking at here? Photographer Clipper. Yeah, it's right there. Oh, CD cartographer Clipper. Okay. CD cartog. Okay. No such file or directory. You download the beta version. You need to remove that folder and do the steps. Okay, how do I do that? You download, how did I download the beta version? CD scripts. No. File or directory. Yeah, okay, so if it's a beta version, how do I uninstall the beta version and install the full version? Because I just did this, I just installed it right here. There is no script. CD dot. CD tilde. How do I go back to the... CD there. So many cooks in the kitchen. I know. Okay. Can somebody who knows exactly what to do tell me in Discord? How do I unbork this? Because I just installed it here and it says it's up to date. Like where is the shit, start over? Because I just did this. Git pull. I don't. How do you do a fresh git pull? I don't know what that is. Okay. If you're going to tell me to run a command, assume I don't know what the hell the command is and actually put the command. Don't just say, oh, run the command to do this. Cool. What is the actual command in proper scripting? I'm not a Linux guy. I know I fuck around with printers a lot with Clipper, but if you just tell me, oh, run a git pull. Okay, cool. What is the actual command for a git pull? Because I can't remember that stuff because I don't do it enough to remember. Just remove the, see, that's the thing. Oh, just remove the script folder. Okay, how do I do that via command line while SSH'd into it? Assume I don't know. We're trying to make it so that people know how to communicate easier with instructions instead of like, oh, just draw the rest of the owl. Because that's what it's like right now. We're in draw the rest of the owl phase. Okay, so CD. Cartographer Clipper, okay. Git pull, not a Git repository. Okay, let's see here. Okay, CD, okay. We're gonna do this, okay. CD, delete all that, Okay, so that, remove, that, okay. Git clone, copy that, that. Install. This may take 10 minutes. Got my shirts today, fit, look great. Awesome. Are you one of the, did you win the community contest? You can copy it all and run it. Oh, can you? See, you'll learn something new every day with Linux. Cartographer installation successful. Okay, cool. So now we want to go from CAN bus to USB to CAN bus. Okay. Oh! Okay. Okay, so now we got that. Find your device. How to find your cartographer device. I'm assuming that is 1. Select, okay. Select which firmware you want. So here it is. So 1. Select USB that. Okay. USB firmware. So I want, wait. Okay. Okay, so we got the device. Select which firmware you want. Catapult LM, I'm guessing. So 2. Because that looks like there. This looks different. Catapult deployer LM bin, right? Somebody tell me I'm doing this looks right. The numbers are the CAN bus speed. Oh! So do I want 1 million, 500, or 250? Okay, I guess 1 million. 1 million betterer. Okay, so 2. Okay, so that is the USB cartographer. Catapult deployer 1 million. Okay. And then we hit 4. Okay, device to flash to that. Are these details correct? Yes. Okay, this is normal, I think. Okay, so now I gotta reinstall it via CAN. So now I gotta unplug it from the printer and install it via CAN. Okay. So, at least I think that makes sense, right? Okay, so now we unplug it from the printer. Okay, turn the printer off. Grab this guy. Come back over here. Yeah, this is the Physec random clipper. It failed to flash catapult. Did it fail to flash? Did it fail to flash? Stop. Okay. Let me plug it back in. Let me plug it back in. Plug it back in. Okay, let's try this again. Try this again. As missing pie cereal. Okay, how do I fix that? How do I fix that? So let's exit. Oh wait, I'm not. Printer's not online. Well, no, I think it's one of the probes. It's like the cartographer or the beacon. It's one of them. Once you flash it, it throws an error. Because, well, I can't. There we go. There we go. Because it's no longer talking. So I thought that's what that was. Pip install something. Oh. Why can't I get in? There we go. Ah! That looks messed up. Okay. let's try this again. So copy that, put that there. Okay. So let's try this again. Okay, so find cartographer device 1. Okay, unable to access server. Run command. Do I not have catapult? Sudo apt install. It might have worked. Yeah, it's not seeing it as USB, so it should be installed now. Yeah, it's not seeing it as a USB device, so it should be, because it said it was installed. And then I hit enter and then it threw the error. So I think it is in CAN mode now. Right? I think it's in CAN mode now. Yeah, because it said firmware was installed. Like, it's still lighting up blue when I put it near metal, so it's still working. Okay, so let's put it in. Let's plug it in via CAN. Plug it in via CAN. Plug it in via CAN. You guys are gonna give me an aneurysm. I have an aneurysm. Okay. Yeah, I know most of the issues. It's only an 8-second time delay. I'll be honest. It's only 8 seconds. Okay, let me see the photo so I can wire this back up correctly. Zoom that out. Okay, so black. Yellow. White. Red. Don't forget, we are giving away a spool of POLYMAKER filament at the end of stream. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. There we go. Okay, so that's all that. So this I can plug into here. Okay, so now plug this back into the printer, power it up, and we should have a different UUID, I'm assuming the UID is going to be different. But let's see what we get. Okay, it does work when it touches metal, so we're good there. Okay, so we're good there. Ooh. Don't you love working on a printer that's like a Franken printer that's had 20 different versions of firmware installed on it? Like, this is why when I get like, and we will be doing it, even if we get it working right now, even if we do get it up and running, we will be doing a full gut of the electronics and swapping it with Big Tree Tech boards. So that way I can know for sure the machine is running on the latest, newest firmware. We don't have some random packages installed, because there's like, this is still running Camp. You don't need Camp. Camp is part of Clipper, but they're still running Camp on this machine. And I really don't want to like update the firmware on this machine to like from Clipper 12 to Clipper 13, because I know it's going to break a ton of shit, because I don't know what they got cooked under the hood with their custom pre-rolled version of Clipper. So that's like one of the reasons this build took so long to get going, was simply the fact that like it's kit bashed from so many different things mashed together. It gets really annoying real quick. So okay, how do I get my UUIDs? Where is the UUID thing? Where is my UUID thing? This. Andrew Rogers gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Where are my can 2? Show me the UUIDs. I only have 2. Fuck. I only have 2. Shit. I should have 3. Shit. And I'm assuming the 2 I already have are 4022 and yeah, we're not seeing. There's 4022. Extruder, I'm assuming it's extruder. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, so it's still not showing up. Looks like Carter official right to go between USB and CAN on the V3 board is to use DF mode. Okay, so I guess we gotta go back to DFU mode. Well, we can't now. We can't. It won't show up as USB now. It won't show up as USB. So the only option we have is DFU mode, because it won't show up as USB now anymore. I mean, try CAN 0 just in case. Try CAN 1 just in case. Nope. And CAN 2, just double check. Yeah. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, it's still only showing the 2. Shit. Yeah, shit. Plug it in. Radio Seb, we did try plugging it back in via USB. It doesn't show up as USB anymore. It doesn't show up as USB anymore. We tried plugging it back in via USB. It doesn't show up as USB anymore. Enter DFU mode. Okay. Show up in devices. It did not. We did LS USB and it didn't show up. I don't think. And the switch between CAN and USB. Yeah, so we flashed it. Device flashing. All done. Yeah, let's go to DFU mode. Okay, so DFU mode should be used if you don't have access to CAN in order to change from CAN to USB, or for some reason Catapult isn't available. Okay, DFU mode it is. Let me go grab it and put the freaking cable back together again. This is annoying. This is annoying. It'd be really nice if I had an extra 4-prong cable for this, than having to move the pins around every time. Don't think I have one. I don't. All right. Getting really good at deep pinning these connectors. Okay. Okay, so that is that. Let me go plug it in via USB. So, and I know I'm gonna have to do some fapping about with pins and whatnot. So let's just double check that it's not showing up via USB. Let's just double check that it's not showing up via USB. So what, if I type ls USB, I do not see our device. I do not see it there. Because there shouldn't be any other command that would make it show up, right? ls USB. And then if we try running this, okay, select an option, find cartographer device. Unable to access, what is that? Unable to access file Catapult server. Do I not have Catapult installed on this? Clipper. I could have sworn it had Catapult because we played around, or was it the Seabore? Trying to go to GitHub. Why is it trying to go to GitHub? It didn't do this the first time. Like, it didn't do this the first time. Like, here, let me install Catapult. Do I need it, including clipper? Oh, shit. I don't even know what I did. I am so confused right now. Okay, what should I be doing right now? What should I be doing right now? What should I be doing? Dev serial ID. We could try that. Serial by ID. Oh, okay, there's our cartographer. So it's still in USB mode. Shit. Okay, my bad. It's still in USB mode. Okay, so how do we get it from USB mode? Okay, so we SSH into your host, run the script. Okay, there's a script. Find cartographer device. Now it's working. Okay, select that. Select USB firmware. Well, we don't want USB firmware. We want okay. Select USB firmware. Okay. Okay, we want 2. And then flash firmware. Yes, proceed to flash. Bootloader command completed successfully for USB device cartographer. Press enter to continue. Okay. So here's the error. So error flashing that, tool error, trace back, file that, error pi serial cannot be found. To install, run the following command, sudo that, okay. So, control, copy. So we're gonna exit that, install that. Okay. Run back to this, find cartographer probe. Okay, select that. Select USB firmware. Okay, we want 1 million. Because remember guys, bigger number, better printer. Okay. So, yes, okay, we found the device. We're installing that. Go. Yes. Okay. That was a CAN firmware. That's exactly what it shows right here. Plug USB to CAN bus. USB cartographer. And then 1 million bin. Deployer 1 million bin. If we wanted USB, it'd be USB.bin. Firmware flash successfully. Press any key and you may ask your password. Okay, so now we don't see it anymore. We don't see it anymore. The docs say use the CAN switch and not USB. Where does they say that? Looking at the cartographer via USB, follow these steps. Plug in the cartographer via USB. Run this script. Select these options. That's all it says. Unplug USB and plug it into CAN bus. Rerun the script. Okay, so now we unplug it, plug it in CAN bus. Okay, so now we go to CAN. So now I unplug the printer. I could probably do this hot. Can I hot swap this? I'm gonna hot swap it. It's USB. So unplug the USB. Yeah. Can you hot swap CAN bus? Yeah. Yeah, now we're moving to CAN bus. Yeah. Wouldn't risk it? Yeah, I'll power the printer off before I plug this in. Doo, 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 doo. Oh, by the way, if we do it this weekend, if not, it'll be Monday. I got a little goodie showed up for the for faffing about on Twitch. That is the weirdest looking Game Boy I've ever seen. Okay. Okay, so now we plug this back in. I love dealing with itty bitty cables that are always at risk of breaking. So much fun to work with. Okay, now we go plug this into the printer. Okay, so let me turn the printer off, because sparks are bad. I mean, they make good content, but sparks are bad. Okay, plug you in. Plug it in, plug it in. Okay, that's that. And then we turn you on. Okay, just make sure it still works. Yep. It's flashing blue. That's new. It's flashing blue. That's new. Hey, Lost Ink. It is Friday. Okay, so log you back in, Fizek. Run the script. What do you want? Okay, find your device. Find cartographer device. 1. How would you like to find your device? What is the option I should pick? Query CAN devices? Okay. Check Clippy log. Oh, here we go. This is new. Because 4022 and 285 we already have. Because 4022 is our MCU, and 285 is our this guy. So it's this guy. It's this guy right here, right? It's this guy. I'm gonna copy that. Okay. So we're gonna select 1. Okay. So we've got it. So select CAN firmware. I'm assuming Catapult CAN, right? Okay, this looks different. This looks different. Because this firmware selected. This shows survey cartographer. This just says catapult can. I mean, it's the only one we got. So, wait, we already found it. Okay, we selected one. Device selected. What would you like to do? Select can firmware. Only tarball. No firmware files found. That's the wrong manual. Unplug and plug into CAN bus. Okay. So is it? Oh, I gotta restart. I did follow the manual. We literally are following this manual. I did this, I found that, I did that, I did that. We flashed the firmware, then we reran the script, selected the device. Like, we followed it. Also, what is this AI bullshit? I don't want this. Go away. Get this stupid thing out of here. I don't want this stupid sidebar. Remove, hide sidebar, go away. Printer is not ready. I mean, we have a CAN ID. I'm wondering what's going on here. Because that's it right there. Watch. Anchor. 1, select CAN firmware, catapult CAN. Like, something's the other side. Still not seeing the scanner. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. 0, exit. Find cartographer device. Select CAN firmware. It's going back and forth. Is the blue LED still flashing? It is. Yeah. Flash. 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 So the USB is flashing. The USB is flashing. Like, am I missing something? Do we not have catapult on here? We have to have catapult. It's already got CAN, so of course it has catapult. What is going on here? Okay, let me just, I should have catapult. Yeah, we already have catapult. Like, I already have Catapult installed. Okay, we're gonna run this script. Okay, this looks different. Cartographer, cartographer. See, select CAN firmware. Catapult CAN. Find cartographer device. Query CAN devices. No CAN devices found. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know this is a newer version here, but the instructions, like, so should I, like, okay, what the fuck do I follow then? Like, I know these are showing version 0.1, and this is a newer version, but these are the only instructions on the website. Like, will not find your device now because you put in the config. So if I go to machine, .cfg, okay, delete it. Okay, go, let's exit. Okay, go there. Find cartographer device. Flippy log. Oh, that's a bit different. 75C. Okay, select firmware. Catapult CAN. And then it disappears. Like, what is going on here? Okay, disable clipper. Find cartographer device. Query CAN devices. No CAN devices found. Back. Check Clippy log. Like, this is okay. One. Use 2. I am so fucking confused right now. Reboot after. Yeah, let me try rebooting. Disable clipper reboot. This is so weird. I'm this close to just desoldering the frickin' chip off of the old probe and putting it on this probe. Be like, oh, that one has firmware that works at least. And unfortunately, we can't go to Beacon because it needs to be CAN bus. Okay. Plug cartographer in, can't get your Yep. Oh, it should be 2. Show me 3. Oh my God, there's 3. Okay, so we have 3 UUIDs. Can boot. I'm assuming can boot is the one we need. Okay. Okay, where I am so confused. Where the fuck am I at in here? Okay. Okay. SSH. Okay, so notepad. Okay, there it is. Okay. Copy this. Here. That. Okay. Select catapult. Main can menu. Okay, find your device. Back to main menu. What is it? Okay. Can menu. Okay. Reflashing via can. Okay. Find your device. Query can devices. Okay, that don't work. Go back. Enter UUID. Okay. Select firmware. What is going on here? Because it's select the firmware. Here's my UUID. Select the firmware. Find device. Check Lippy log. Select one. Sure. I am so freaking confused right now. Like, I am so freaking confused right now. Why this isn't working. Can we try? Well, exit. Can too. So here's all our can stuff. But see, it's not running Clipper, it's running can boot. Like this isn't, like, I'm assuming if I put in this UUID, it's not gonna boot. I'm assuming this UUID won't boot. Is the board rate the same as the config? 1 million? I mean, it shouldn't matter what the baud rate is. Okay, is there a way for me to tell the script that it's can 0, not can 1? Like, yeah, it doesn't have firmware on it. I didn't miss a part. There's only 5 parts and we followed it. Like it's literally plug it in, run this, select options. I literally follow this exactly. Look at advanced. How do I get to advanced? They're back to main menu. Advanced mode. Okay. Follow manual for setting up. Okay. Well, where's the setup? So clipper setup. Yeah, because, okay, the thing is the manual assumes that it's already flashed because they come pre-flashed now. But we had to switch it from USB to CAN bus. Enable debugging and try again. Okay, so let's go to 1. Find cartographer device. Check clipper log. 1. What? And it just kicks me back to the main menu. What is going on here? Catapult, CAN, find cartographer device. There it is right there. Number 1. Select CAN firmware. Firmware from branch has been retrieved and prepared. No firmware files found. Is it a V3? I don't, it's got an ADXL on it. And then it just kicks me back here. It still can't boot. In menu, advanced mode. Select 4. Well, that just disables advanced mode. Like, we got advanced mode. Like, there's high temp firmware? What the heck does that even mean? I am so confused right now. Oh, hey, we got somebody from Cartographer here. Hey, Rich. Okay, so Cartographer probe in the Venture XL up and died. I swapped it with the Cartographer probe that came with my Seabore kit. I'm pretty sure it's a V3. I don't know. It looks like this. This is the dead one, though. So it looks like that. Looks like that. The thing is, the Seabore one was in USB mode. So we're trying to flash it into CAN bus mode because the Venture XL, it needs CAN bus. Okay. So we followed the USB flash guide for swapping it or whatever. Yeah, so we followed this. Okay, so we put the probe in, we did this, we switched it over, now it's in CAN bus mode, okay? But when I go to select it, select option, find cartographer device, okay? Shows it right there, okay? And then when I go to select CAN firmware, it just does nothing. So. Okay, it is V3. I select firmware switching. Switching? USB to CAN bus. Yeah, we followed this. So we flashed that, then we got to this part. Yeah, it said, yeah, so. Like you can see here, it's in CAN boot mode. Okay. Copy. Really hate how you can't mass delete in that. Yeah, I did reinstall a cartographer repo fresh. Yeah, so we do that. Find device. There it is right there. 2, select CAN firmware. And it just doesn't give me an option to download firmware. The manual flash mode. Where is that at? Manual methods. Switching the probe between USB and Canuck simply requires you reflash. This is vital that you flash on, but also the modified Catapult bootloader is recommended you do that by using an STM32Cube programmer. What the fuck? Enable advanced again. Okay. I really don't want to go buy hardware. Yeah, right now it's flashing blue. It's flashing the blue LED, like rhythmically. Just pulse, pulse. So that's what it's doing right now. At least last I checked. Yeah, it's still rhythmically flashing the blue LED. Okay. So navigate to okay. So let's exit. Okay, I'm gonna be following, just so you guys know, I'm following whatever Richard tells me because he is on the cartographer team. So right now we have one cook in the kitchen. CD cartographer firmware, okay. No such file or directory. That's not good. We uninstalled whatever cartographer version like was shipped with the printer, and okay, so how do I do that, Richard? Tell me what to do. Yeah, we cloned it. Yeah, we did clone the newest one. Like we updated it earlier in the stream. But oh, CD that. CD cartographer clipper firmware. Do LS. Oh, it's cartographer clipper. Yeah. Okay. So CD cartographer clipper firmware V2-V3. We're money sign. I don't know why I have a money sign there, but we have a money sign there. We're there. Dollar bills, y'all. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I really don't like custom builds of printers. CD survey. Okay, we're there. I have the UUID. The UUID is unchanged. What is my UUID? It is what is it? What was it earlier, guys? Because I deleted it. It was scanner. One second. Downloads. Here it is. There it is. Copy. Oh, notepad. Oh, yeah, that's what. Oh, shoot. Did I close it? Notepad. Here it is. So that's the one that I was showing with cam boot. This one. There it is. Okay, so I got the UUID. Why do I keep closing? I gotta stop doing that notepad. There it is. There's the UUID. So there it is. So copy that. Okay, now what? Yes, it's 1M baud. 1M baud. Yeah, we're running the stream late today. Unfortunately. Just waiting for what Richard tells me to do next. Replacing UID here with that UID show. Is that something you're doing, Richard? Because I don't know what to do there. Ooh, this is so much fun. So much fun. DMing me? Okay. Well. Get a big ugly command in a minute. Yep. It's all good, Richard. Stream is not allowing Python. Yeah, stream doesn't let you. It's a safety thing. Okay. So can I copy that whole thing at once? Or is that like two separate lines? Like, should I run the first line and then run that and then survey and then run the second line? Or is that copy the whole thing and send it as one? Because we have... Like, am I sending this whole shebang right here? In one go. Here. As one. Okay. All right, so we have this whole shebang. Copy. Paste that. Enter. Sending bootloader command. Resetting all. Oh, it's doing stuff. Attempting to connect to the bootloader. Cameron? Cameron? Oh, it's can 2, not can. Oh, yeah, it's can 2, not can. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, watch. Can 2. Ah! Programming complete. So now, if I do, go back to there. I'm only seeing two things. Why am I only seeing two UUIDs? No more blinking light. Let me see. The light is no longer blinking, but it's also no longer working if I put it near metal. Oh yeah, should I reboot? I should probably reboot the system, right? I assume I should do a reboot. Reboot, okay. I think, yeah, power cycle. Okay, let's... I'm getting no blue light from the probe when I put it near metal. We're getting no lights on the probe anymore. Let's see here. Only show me 2 UUIDs. It's only showing 2 UUIDs. And the thing is, the probe isn't working. The probe is doing the exact same behavior as the other probe now, where I'm getting there's no LED on it at all. I'm getting nothing when I like put metal near it. It's not lighting up at all anymore. That's exactly what the other probe was doing too. Resistor. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. With no model loader, I want to get a thing. Like nothing changed on everything was working, and then mid print it stopped working. So nothing changed on the toolhead board. I think Clipper's still not like activated. 1 second here. Yeah, it's still. Do I have a UID in the config? No, there's no UID in the config. Like. Oh, I have to restart Clipper. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, let me re-enable Clipper. It'll still error out because it's I have an EBB SP2209. I don't have any extra ones, I don't think. And do they have USB pass-through or CAN pass-through or USB pass-through? I mean, fuck, I don't even know anymore. This is so bloody annoying. I mean, Big Tree Tech is sending me a Kraken with an EBB 36, the Gen 2, so. Yeah, it's dead. I'm just gonna assume it's dead. This is so annoying. Like yeah. This is ridiculous. Well, Clippers start out. Yeah. This is ridiculous. because I'm getting nothing on the probe. Is not behaving at all. No blue light at all, nothing. Well, no, what's going to happen is Victory Tech, when the stuff shows up from Victory Tech, I'm putting a beacon on it. Because that does USB and it's already set up, and I'll just throw it in. This is ridiculous. That's even really just one of the current. Rexit, Clipper will always have a boot up time because you're booting up a Linux SoC. Clipper runs on top of Linux. You have to turn on a computer before it runs. That's why you have to wait for the boot up time. The key is just leave your printer on. That's what I do. Just have your fans and everything set to go into idle and not spin. And just leave the printer on. Yep. Still can't see the fucking scanner. Well, Richard, unless you have any other ideas, I'm about to call it. Yes, they're both set to CAN. The switches are set to CAN. There's two switches, and they are both set to CAN mode. Yeah, they are both set to CAN. One of the first things I checked, believe me. At least it's content. Yeah, but you know what would be better content? The printer actually working and printing. Yeah, remember, for anyone just checking in, everything was working, and then it stopped working. And nothing mechanically happened. It just stopped working. So we switched the probe from one probe to another, and it's doing the exact same behavior. Maybe switch to USB and back to CAN. The probe that we just put in there was in USB mode, and we switched it to CAN mode. Oh, maybe switch to USB and back to CAN, or is it a reswitch? I don't think it's a cable problem. I don't think it's a cable problem because it's CAN, right? It's CAN bus. If the cable was broken, it wouldn't also see the toolhead. So the probe was showing up, and then once we flashed it, it stopped showing up through the same port. So I don't think it's the cable, because everything else is moving through the cable just fine. It's a CAN cable. It's one cable. So where's the CAN bus controller live? On the main controller board, which is the box on the side of the printer right here. So how this works, for those wondering at home, how this printer works, okay? The screen houses the Linux SoC. That connects to the controller in here via a ribbon cable. And then the controller in here has where the cable for the toolhead board plugs into. So the probe connects to the toolhead board connects to the controller in here, and then the controller in here talks to the Linux SoC in the screen. Okay, so it's all daisy chained. Let's switch the switches from there to there. See if that does anything. Power cycle. Turn on. Yeah, because the probe, when you turned it on, used to just flash blue for a split second, and now I'm getting nothing out of the probe. And I'm getting no UUIDs. Toolhead board is borked. It could be. Yeah, if there's anything between the SoC and the tool and the cartographer probe, yeah. Worth checking, run IPC details link show CAN to. I have no idea what that command is, but I will run it. I mean, what could go wrong for running random commands that somebody on the internet told you to do? CAN state error active. What does that mean? QLen is high. Oh, I have no idea what any of this is. QLen is probably like Q length. Okay, I don't know what any of this is. So can I fix this? Is there a setting I should be adjusting? Oh, scanner didn't connect again. I mean, we got 279 people enjoying the show. Remember, if you're new here, make sure you like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, and help fund the alcohol I'll need for after the stream, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or gifting memberships to others. Hey, Esoterical. Yeah, it's being wonky. The probe stopped showing up completely. We swapped it out for another probe that we swapped from USB, and it was showing up just fine in USB mode. And then we flashed it to CAN mode, and it was showing up just fine in CAN boot mode. But the moment we flashed Clipper firmware on it via CAN, it just did the same thing as the previous probe and stopped working. So, yeah. Like, I can't, like, I am, drink fun has been going for this long, yeah. This wouldn't happen with Marlin. To be fair, you wouldn't be able to do this kind of daisy chain toolhead board stuff with Marlin, I don't think. I don't think Marlin, does Marlin support multiple tool boards yet? You literally can't even, I can't think of anything else right now other than just gut all the electronics and start over from scratch. Have I got another CAN system? None that are set up for probes like this. They're all like set up for tap, I think. So. And like considering I have two probes that are showing the exact same behavior, I don't know if it's like the firmware that's coming through because of the random, like, I don't know what's going on. I've got a bunch of Nighthawks in the bin for parts for the Stealth Changer, but I don't want to use those. Like, again, Big Tree Tech, I've already reached out to Big Tree Tech, and they're going to send me all new electronics for this printer. So I'm just going to gut it all. Change the probe. That was the first thing we did. This was the original probe. We've already swapped out the probe. My money on the toolhead to Carto cable, or check the 120R jumper on the toolhead and the spider main board. Many spiders on the Venture XL don't have the 20 resistor in place. So here's the thing, Esoterical. It was all working for 500 hours of printing. Like, or correction, sorry, 439 hours. Everything was working fine until it just stopped. So that is the thing. Everything was working fine until it didn't. So that's why I'm like, it can't be like a, you know, a resistor, or like, unless it fried something, and I know the resistor's on there, and like, if it was missing the 120R resistor here, then the toolhead board wouldn't be showing up, but the toolhead board's showing up. The MCU on here is still showing up, and the probe was showing up until we flashed it. So yep, we've checked the voltage. The probe's 5 volts. Like everything was working and then it's not. Is the resistor dead? Unless it died the resistors. I don't know. It looks like a little resistor. It looks fine to me. Like I highly doubt flashing firmware would cause a resistor to pop. Clipper option, calibrate method in scanner section scanner is depreciated. No shit. Try a power cycle maybe? Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know where to go from here other than fuck it and rip out all the electronics and start over from completely fresh and scratch. So, I don't know. It's getting late. So like I've already run the stream half hour longer than I planned to, and I got to make dinner for the family. So I think we're just gonna do the giveaway. I'm gonna do the giveaway now. If you have not entered, you got 3 minutes to enter for the giveaway, and then we're gonna do the draw at 5:30. If somebody else comes up with an idea between now and then, but essentially what's gonna happen going forward. And I dropped the startup there. Yeah, I just did a full reboot of the machine. So once it errors out here, I'll dump the Clippy log and I'll post it to the Discord. But as of right now, the plan is the main board's getting ripped out, the screen's getting ripped out, the toolhead board's getting ripped out. It's getting all replaced with Big Tree Tech stuff. And then instead of reusing these, because I just don't trust them at this point, because I don't know what the heck's going on with them, I'm gonna pull the beacon out of this VZ-Bot and throw it in. So we're just gonna cut a loss and swap out everything. So. Takes a while to error out. Like, I would love for I would love for it to work. Believe me, I've already wasted like over half a kilogram, or yeah, a decent amount of the frickin' CFPET-G. Like, I don't have my scale, but there's a bunch of CFPET-G that was wasted. Which really sucks. Think the tool flash picked the wrong UID to flash Clipper 2. The thing is, if I flash the wrong UID, then it should still show up. Like, here, watch. So let me watch. I'll okay. Disable Clipper. Okay. So if I flash the wrong UID, the probe should have remained completely untouched, right? Okay, so Clipper is disabled. Go power cycle the printer. But the thing is, it said flash successfully. So if you have the wrong UID, how does it flash successfully? Like, that's what doesn't make sense. Nope. So see, it's only showing the two there. So it flashed it. Oh, we know which ones are connected. We know because we have the we can look right here. So 4022 is the main MCU, and then F285 is the, yeah, so this is the main board, and this one is the toolhead board. We know that. Can I put it back into catapult mode? How do I put it back into catapult mode? How can I put it back into catapult mode? Right now it's connected by a CAN bus. Can you plug the cart straight into the SoC if it could still see it? It did when it was via USB. Double click the reset pad. Okay. Let me double click the reset pad. Okay, I double clicked the reset pad. It's only showing 2. Maybe I didn't double tap it. Let me try again. Maybe I only hit it once. You got to do it quick. Let me, you know what? So, okay, if I did it, what should happen if I double clicked it? The resistor's not missing. The resistor's not missing. It is there. I see it. Blinking LED on the Carto. Okay, let me... Okay, I'm getting no LED on the Carto. Let me... Ooh. Okay, oh. Okay, it's back to flashing. It's back to flashing. Okay, it's the CAN boot. We're back to CAN boot. Now what? Now what? You guys figure it out? Write some instructions. I'm going to do the giveaway just so I can get that done and out of the way. We're going to do the giveaway right now. So there it is right there. There's our UUID. Okay, control copy. There it is right there. Delete all that. Okay, let me get these names. Let's do the giveaway. Let's just do that so I can get that out of the way. Save. Sheets, create new sheet. Oh yeah, I was hoping, I didn't even want to do a long stream today. Today was going to be like, hey, let's just kind of see how bad this is. And then we'll just call it. And then it's like, hey, we might be able to fix this. Because I would like to get back to printing stuff for the Astromech. And then next thing you know, we've gone down this rabbit hole. Yeah, Clipper is disabled right now. Clipper is disabled right now. So I have Clipper disabled. Just so you guys are aware. Okay, marbles. Yeah, the LED is blinking on the Carto. It's just going, it's like blink, blink. I should get a fast blinking LED. It's just doing slowly, like, here, I'll show you. Like, it's just, it's in catapult mode, all good. Okay, so it's in catapult mode. So now we just need to get firmware on it. Okay, let's just do this and get this over. Get started. No, cancel. Good. Okay, continue. Race. Add names. Clear. Open. Desktop. Names. Steve Weatherman. Was that the right list? Steve, you are always the first one to enter. Do you just like hang out and stream and... Do you have a script? You better be human, Steve. Random. How many people do we have? 245. Lots. 245. Let's find a short one. Average time. Let's find a short one. Let's do this one. Nice and short. Bots. There we go. Okay. Okay, how this works is if you win, you get a free spool of filament from POLYMAKER. But if I pick your ball and it wins, you also get a free hat. This one right here, who's this? Crow782, good luck. If you win, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament from POLYMAKER. I think this one is closest to the middle for the winner. So. Connect old probe and double click the reset. I don't trust the old probe at this point. Oh, here we go. Launch. So it's going to be whoever gets closest to the middle, just so you're aware. If you double tap the old probe, it will show us cam boot. Yeah, but then we're back in the same situation. Like plugging in the old probe and hitting putting it into cam boot mode, it's still... I didn't say it would fix anything. Delay 216. Congratulations, Delay 216. You have won yourself a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. There we go. Stephen Delay, congratulations. Okay. Let me just do that. Okay. Giveaways. Let me take care of that. So, do we have any, Esoterical and Richard, do either of you have any further suggestions for something we could try from here? Or are we just going to call it? And just, the machine's dead until I rip out the brains and replace it. Oh, it would answer if it's dead. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, yeah. It would tell me if it was dead or not. I'm just trying to figure out how it could just go dead stick like that mid-print, start throwing errors, because obviously it's an issue with communication. We're here, 1 sec, having a discussion. Okay. DM me some commands. Okay, 1 second. Let me go tell the wifey. Okay. Did I enter the right thing for the giveaway? Shoot, I might have. Somebody has an email address that's really close to mine. That gets a lot of emails for these giveaways because I type it wrong, I think. Okay. My computer is good for it. Seems not to build on everything about Clipper and Cartographer. I learned today I'm not good at finding. Here's the thing. It's one of those things that it works great until it doesn't work. That's the problem. It works great until it doesn't work. And that's the worst thing in the world. Is when its stuff works great until it doesn't, and you don't know why it doesn't. And you're just like, what the heck? Okay, Delay, you should have got your email. Sent that out. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Worse than rabies? Rabies sucks. You do not want to get rabies. If you are ever in a room with a bat and you just like realize the bat is there after you've been in the room for a bit, go get a rabies shot. Believe me, nightmare fuel. You do not want to get rabies and not realize you got rabies. Because when you find out you have rabies, congratulations, look up hydrophobia. Yeah. Okay. DM me some commands. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Okay, so CD cartographer that. Okay, so let's do this. So CD cartographer that. Okay. I'm trying to do this without doxing you, so 1 second here. So So do this. Okay. And then run that. Python script, flash, cartographer, bin, offset. Can2, is it Can2? Can2, okay. So let's try this. Oh, and I doxed you. Sorry. Okay. Verification complete, programming complete. Okay. So now, it's still only showing 2 UUIDs. And neither of them are the one we need. Oh wait, I gotta power cycle it, right? Okay, it's no longer flashing. So now I gotta power cycle it, right? Power cycle the probe, okay. So, should I just unplug the probe and plug it in, or should I power the whole printer? Can I just unplug the probe and plug it back in, or should I power cycle, just unplug it? Okay, I'll unplug the probe and plug it back in. If that electrocutes anything, I'm gonna be not happy. Unplug the probe, okay. Plug the probe back in. Okay. Show me 3. I only got 2. Fuck. CAN baud rate is set to 1,000,000. It's still only showing 2. I think it was somehow the firmware is corrupted. I'm like, how do you corrupt firmware? Yeah, this is a comment. I know. Corrupt firmware. How do you... We've tried 2 different firmwares. That's the thing. We've tried 2 different firmwares. Like, it's so odd. Like, because we uninstalled Cartographer off of the printer, and then we reinstalled the freshest, newest version. Baud rate in the Linux file is set to... I'm just trying, like, yeah. You would have cloned. I cloned the newest one, I think. No, we ain't doing shit in AI. I don't trust that shit. It'll tell me something, but I have no way of proving it was right. Plus, we have somebody from the actual Cartographer dev team here. I trust that more than a freaking clanker. Can2 is set to 1,000,000. Yep. Yeah, we could see it before when we put it, like, I can go put it back in boot mode, like hit reset twice. Let's see if I can. Oh. Okay, maybe not. Let's see if I can get it back into boot mode. There we go. So, now it's back in CAN boot mode. Like, I really... Corrupt on transport. I mean, we could try running that script again. Like, the only other thing I can think is, like, it's so weird. This is just so weird. Old Clipper firmware. Well, I don't even know what the old Clipper firmware was. Like, so this is the probe that came with the printer and it just worked. And then all of a sudden it stopped working. So I grabbed the spare cartographer probe that I had that was in USB mode. I swapped it from USB to, you know what? I give up. Both probes are showing the exact same behavior. Exact same behavior. The moment you flash it, it just stops working. So we're getting the exact same, the moment you flash it, it disappears. Gotta be the cable or check the spider. Can be flaky. Here's the thing though, like, where is the tool? Adventure. The thing is, like, nothing changed. Like, and like, would the 120 resistor explode on me or something? Spider Pro V2.0. Like, no, there is a resistor on both of these probes. And then there also is, like the jumper on here, wherever it is. Like they're like, I don't know where it plugs in at. I don't know where it's at. Where the fuck is it even at? I don't even know. But no, it's like nothing has changed. I don't even know where the 120 resistor even is on this thing. Like I don't even know where it's at. It's right down here. Okay, right down there. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a resistor there, I guess. I don't know. What is this controller board anyways? I can't even find it. Like the manual. Spider Pro. Yeah. Isaac Spider Pro. Isaac. Now, to be fair, there was a spider living in the printer when I opened it up. So, where would this jumper be? Controller, Spider Pros? Spider King, ooh. Where's the Spider Pro? Spider King. Do they even have a Spider Pro on here? I don't even know where the Spider Pro shit is at. Oh my god. I think I have the V1. Yeah, I have the V1. I don't even know where the pinout is. Spider Pro has been discontinued due to the problem with the STM chips. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I know people are suggesting, oh, just try the probe in like a different port or something. Like, if the probe works when plugged into like the main controller, that's great and all. Problem is, it ain't plugged into the main controller when running. So it's like, I'm just going to assume it's dead. I'm just going to assume something is borked in this system. And yeah, we're just going to, yeah, because here's the thing. There's two separate probes here. Like, it's talking all fine until it's not. That's the problem. Like, I don't think it's the cable. The cable looks fine and healthy. So I don't think it's the cable. So it just, all of a sudden, it just decides to stop working with two separate probes. So either something in the toolhead board is borky, or something in the actual firmware of the printer is just bit flipped or something. Like, I can't think of anything else. Like, it's just, it's so odd. You DM me a photo. Let me check here. Yeah, so they've completely discontinued this board, it looks like. Now they have Spider Kings. Static electricity of the machine, which can bear about 60. Oh. Blue jumper. Let me see if I have a jumper there. I do not have a jumper there. I don't have a jumper there. I don't have a jumper there. I don't think there was ever a jumper there. Okay, now I need to find some jumpers. Yeah, it's powered down. Watch, I'm not gonna be able to find a freaking jumper now. There we go, bag of jumpers. No, I don't have a blue jumper there. There apparently supposed to be a blue jumper there, and I do not have a blue jumper there. I've got a black jumper. There's a joke there, but I'm not gonna make it. Okay. Okay. Put this in. Maybe the spider ate it. What does that jumper do? It's a... No, it's still only showing 2. It's still only showing 2. Let me try the other probe. The other probe. it's still only showing 2. Let me put it in DFU mode, or reset it. I can get it to actually. There we go. Okay, and now the blue LED is flashing. And it's back in cam boot. Control that. I can't think of anything else that could potentially be this, like, let me try one more time. Oop. Flash tool. I don't have any spare cables. I really don't think it's the cable, because if it was the cable, it wouldn't be as reliable as it is right now. Oh, I'm not in the right directory. Oh yeah, that's right. How do I gotta change the directory? 1 second here. Okay, now we're in the right directory. Like if the cable was Borky, yeah, see, flashing was complete. I mean, let me see. Because the thing is, I don't know if I have. Unplug that. Back in. I mean, the last thing I could do is try a different cable. I have to make a whole new cable up. Oh wait, shoot! I hit the wrong button. Was it Control C to stop? What's the abort? What's the abort button? Yeah, no, yeah, I've already did the draw. The stream ran late. How do I abort one of these stupid things? Okay, there we go. Okay. Can 2, show me what's in can 2. Oh, it's only the 2. Wow. Yeah. So the only other thing I can think of is a whole new cable. Like that's the only other thing we haven't tried is a whole new cable, a whole new world. I don't think I have any spare cables though, so I'd have to make something here. Like, why do I have 2 grounds going in, but only 1 ground coming out? Are they connected? So I got 5 cables coming out, and then 4 going in, and I do not have any more of these pins. Well, check the cables. It works. We can flash it, and it shows up fine. It's just the moment you flash it, it stops showing up. So checking the cable with a multimeter, I don't think would solve anything. And like, the cable doesn't move at all, and it looks healthy. Like, I don't think I have any spare cables of like these kind. I gotta go digging in my box of spare stuff from the Seaboard build, because I think that's where all these extra cables ended up. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is such a long show. I don't think it's the cable. I honestly don't think it's the cable. Yeah, I honestly don't think it's the cable. Shit. Go try digging over here. Don't think anything in here is the right cable. Like, one second. No. Yeah, nope. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no. We're just gonna write it off. Yeah, I don't know where the spare cable I had was. If I pay for shipping, can I get one shipped to someone to test on other printers to see if, including doing firmware dump to see what it could be? I mean, you could. There's two probes, and they're both displaying the exact same behavior. Yeah, both cardos are exact same behavior. Like the moment they're flashed, here's the thing. Remember, everything was working fine, and then all of a sudden I got an MCU disconnect error, okay, with a print. First time in like 400 plus hours of printing with this machine. Okay, cool. Power cycle the printer, check all the cables, everything seems good. Okay, run it again. It was working good, and then it just went dead stick. And now it will not connect to the scanner, okay? So what I'm thinking, honestly, is something is borked with the tool head board. I'm thinking something is borked with the tool head board and something, but like it'll see this when it's in CAN boot mode, and these show up fine in USB, but the moment you flash them to CAN for the firmware for Clipper, they don't show up anymore. So something somewhere is fucked. And yeah. So the moment, like, it shows up in CAN boot mode, but not like, so I don't know. I don't know. And unfortunately, I don't have like any extra, like I don't have like any extra components or these extra wires. I think these are the extra wires from the kit, yeah. Oh, hey. I think this is a USB cable already made up for flashing, maybe. Nope, no, it's not. This is a weird USB cable. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Impedance is too high. Well, it's funny. Somebody was mentioning earlier static. Everything was working good with this printer until I moved it and it was touching the wall. So the printer used to sit in the middle of this room, like where you see it now. And everything was going good until I put it up against this wall, which used to have a tarp on it, like a plastic tarp, right? There used to be like a plastic tarp. This is a canvas tarp now, but it used to have a plastic tarp. And everything was working good until the printer was up against it. And now all of a sudden it's dead. So I highly doubt that was related. But considering, you know, Richard just said, like, yeah, they've had issues with static electricity. I'm wondering if it just, you know, enough buildup in EM and it fried it. Or fried something. That's like the only thing I can think of. Reseat the card. Dude, I've taken the cable out. I've taken the whole cable out and reseated it like 5 times today. Like, it's all been reseated multiple times. So why not comment out Cardo and see if it boots without it? Because it doesn't solve the issue. It doesn't solve the problem. It just diagnoses the problem. Like, if I comment all the Cardo stuff out, it'll still be a problem. Because I need this for the bed. There's no other probe on this machine. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's like, wow, okay, a printer without a ZN stop is a useless printer to begin with. So, and we already have a whole slew of new hardware coming from Big Tree Tech to replace all the electronics in this machine. So if it's like, cool, we comment out well, yeah, diagnosing is like, hey, something is wrong. I don't know exactly what is wrong. So going, hey, there's something wrong. Okay, I need an example. I need something I can throw. This will work. No, I want to keep that. I need something that I can throw. Random benching. There is something wrong with this boat. How do we fix it? Get rid of the boat. That's what we're going to do. Because we've tried the probes, and both probes are exact same behavior. So it's leading me to believe it's not the probe, which the next thing down the chain is the tool head board. What if we move it to, we've tried. I've tried moving it all around. I've tried a whole bunch of stuff. I did all the basic stuff to begin with. Flash everything to USB. It was originally USB and it does show up in USB. So I could theoretically run a 10-foot USB cable because this is a big printer. So yeah, we're just gonna get all the electronics. I don't like the fact that the machine is running some random forked version of outdated Clipper on a random Armbian SoC with its own everything. Everything is. You could also reflash the toolhead to be USB. Yeah, but then it's all USB, and then I got to deal with all the USB shit. Can I do the Can I do the toolhead to USB? Because the Spider, does it support USB on that thing? Can I reuse the cable and make it USB? Let's change the toolhead board and the Cardo to USB firmware is simple enough to do. The toolhead board supports USB and CAN bus without. But here's the thing: if we swap it to USB and it's still a flaky connection, we're still going to get errors. Like, we're still going to get errors if it's USB. Like, that's the problem. It doesn't really solve anything. It just kind of, you know, I wouldn't trust it. Like, I don't trust the hardware right now in CAN mode. Should I trust it in USB mode? Yeah, it'll still likely have issues. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to rip out all the electronics and replace it all. And that will solve the problem. Can't have a problem if the thing has an issue is gone, right? So, I say, you know, I don't think it's the Cardo that failed. I don't think it's the cartographer that failed. I honestly think it's something in the tool head board that is causing something in the daisy chain to fail. There's something in the daisy chain failing. The fact that they've stopped selling the Venture XL kits and they have moved to shipping with the Spider King due to issues with external interference causing repeated errors, leads me to believe that there is something inherently wrong with the Physek electronics in this machine that is causing it to error out, which is causing it to be unstable. A large format printer that is printing several day prints with several kilograms of filament that is unstable is not a viable machine. So we are going to remove the problem. Simple as that. Okay. I didn't plan on trying to fix it today. We just kind of had some ideas, and it kind of looked like we might have been able to get it working if we could have got the probe working. But the fact that it's still being wonky with two separate probes and it's showing the exact same behavior, where once the probe is flashed to CAN bus, it just completely stops communicating down the line. Because remember, this probe talks to the toolhead board that talks to the controller that then talks to the Linux SoC. Something in that daisy chain, this just happens to be the furthest thing away, okay? So this is at the end of the cable, but it could also be the toolhead board. It could also be this. There's something in the daisy chain that is causing a error, okay? So the system is unstable, and I don't trust it when I'm feeding it $100 spools of filament. We've already wasted, you know, a good chunk of filament here. Like, this is pretty solid CF PET G. Like, so I'm not going to trust it, you know, when I'm trying to print giant prints with, you know, 3 kilogram spools, and all this spool was full, and now it's half garbage. So the parrot has ceased to be. So what we're gonna do, Physek controller board's going out, the toolhead board's going out, the screen is going out. I'm going to replace it with a Raspberry Pi. I think Big Tree Tech is sending me a Pi 2. I'm going to put a Raspberry Pi in it. I'm going to install bone stock vanilla clipper on a bone stock Raspberry Pi on a bone stock Kraken board, running all the normal off-the-shelf firmwares, no random Armbian forks of who knows what with outdated repos. And we will reuse the cartographer probe. The moment this has an issue, it's getting ripped out and or actually, yeah, I'll have to flash this back over to USB. Damn it. Should have left this one USB. But we'll flash that to USB. And if we have errors with that, I'll just use a beacon that I know works. So that is the plan. Do I have a random controller? Big Tree Tech is sending all new electronics. Big Tree Tech is hooking us up with all brand new electronics. So we're just gonna gut it, and we'll just start fresh. And this will also be good because I know a lot of other people are having issues with this main controller on this printer. So it'll be nice for everyone else who's trying to replace all the electronics on this machine. Physek, your hardware is good, but your electronics just keep having issues, guys. Sell hardware kits. Just move to hardware kits. Sell this printer as a hardware kit and let people source their own electronics. MDL, gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be Kraken. It's gonna be a EBB36, so we are gonna put an A4T tool head on it. I don't care about CPAP or anything. This thing's gonna be mostly printing PET G and ABS anyways. So we're gonna put a Kraken on it, A4T tool head, EBB36 Gen 2, a 5-inch screen that I'm gonna try and find a better position than it's sticking out of the front like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think, yeah. No, the only reason I'm saying if I have an issue with this, I will go to beacon is because I already have a USB beacon that I know works. And it's just removing variables. Just removing variables. So, like this would be the only part of the electronics that stays. So, it's gonna suck that I have to flash this back to USB, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm calling it there because I need to make dinner for the family. I'm starving. I'm sure they are starving. It is Friday. Shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool affiliate giveaway this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description. Huge shout out to those that were helping today with trying to fix this. Big shout out to Richard and Esoterical for jumping in to try and help me problem solve this issue. Also, for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. You make it all possible. Tomorrow on stream, I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be something dumb and fun. I don't want to fuck around with printers tomorrow. After today, I just want to... We're just going to have a nice little chill, print and chill stream tomorrow, I think. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, wash your hands, and I will see you in the future. What's for dinner? General Tso's chicken, I think. Okay, good night.